Hello and welcome to God's Minute. I'm Pastor Jonathan Conrad and I am the senior pastor at St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Wilmington, North Carolina. And this week we are looking at the book of Habakkuk. So let's get to our reading for today. And God says, "Look at the nations and see. Be astonished, be astounded, for a work is being done in your days that you would not believe if you were told. For I am rousing the Chaldeans, that fierce and impetuous nation, who march through the breadth of the earth to seize dwellings not their own. Dread and fearsome are they. Their justice and dignity proceed from themselves. Their horses are swifter than leopards, more menacing than wolves at dusk. Their horses charge. Their horsemen come from far away. They fly like an eagle swift to devour. They all come for violence, with faces pressing forward. They gather captives like sand. At kings they scoff, and of rulers they make sport. They laugh at every fortress, and heap up earth to take it. Then they sweep by like the wind. They transgress and become guilty. Their own might is their God." And Habakkuk responds, "Are you not from of old, O Lord my God, my Holy One? You shall not die. O Lord, you have marked them for judgment, and you, O Rock, have established them for punishment. Your eyes are too pure to behold evil, and you cannot look on wrongdoing. Why do you look on the treacherous, and are silent when the wicked swallow those more righteous than they? You have made people like the fish of the sea, like crawling things that have no ruler. The enemy brings all of them up with a hook. He drags them out with his net. He gathers them in his seine, so he rejoices and exults. Therefore he sacrifices to his net and makes offerings to his seine, for by them his portion is lavish, and his food is rich. Is he then to keep on emptying his net and destroying nations without mercy? I will stand at my watchpost and station myself on the rampart. I will keep watch to see what he will say to me, and what he will answer concerning my complaint." So today, it's time for another prop, and for those of you who've ever had to deal with customer service, this might look familiar. Today, we get God's first response to Habakkuk's complaint about what is going on in Judah. And God says, "Hey, Habakkuk, I've got it all figured out. I am going to send the Chaldeans to go after the people who are destroying you. I am going to let another nation, the Chaldeans, to come in and create violence for your enemies. And I am going to make sure they wipe the floor clean with your enemies." How's that for you? Does that sound good? And Habakkuk says, "No, that's not good at all. That's not good enough." Habakkuk challenges God to do more for his people. Habakkuk challenges God not to use another nation that is based on violence to bring peace to his people. This goes to what we were talking about yesterday about having an honest and truthful relationship with God. And God can hear us and listens to us when we say, "God, what I'm going through, it's not good enough. I need mercy. I need your help." And God will listen. And what Habakkuk teaches us today is, again, we can be honest with God. We can even do what Habakkuk did and say, "God, that's not exactly the customer service I have come to expect from you." Now, that's big talk. That's being quite courageous to talk to God like this. But God can take it. God can take all that we dish out to him. I have a good friend of mine who's going through some medical issues, and she shares with me that somehow the Lord mistook me for Job, and I ain't Job. So it's okay to be honest with God, to let God know where you stand. That's what Habakkuk did. In a relationship with God, let God know where you stand, and then listen to God where you understand and you learn that God stands right with you. And one more thing, notice how the reading ends for today. Habakkuk says, "Lord, I'm going to stay on hold until you get back to me." Habakkuk has gone to God. Habakkuk has said, "It's not good enough, Lord." But he also knows that God will provide an answer. He never loses faith that God will provide. And for us, we can take that to heart. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for another edition of God's Minute. You take care and God bless.